When and how did you found the anti-extortion community?
So us firstly joined around 2017, as I previously said, and the community as a whole, I believe it got like noticed around 2021.
Hmm. So, what are your views on extortion?
I mean, obviously, for first, it's disgusting. It's nasty. Like people who join extortion as a whole is either mentally ill or there's something
Hmm.
going on with them.
Did you found the anti-extortion community alone, or were there people? Because the current news, which states that Paragon, in a statement, Paragon, he stated that Bear recruited you.
There, yeah,
He recruited you.
yes, pretty much.
So how can you found the community when someone is recruiting you?
So, it firstly started with Bear. As first, he invited me and he told me to fund like the community alongside with him. So that's how it all
Hmm.
really started.
Okay. So continue on. What was the first channel for AE? What was it like originally? What was the first channel?
Our first channel?
Yes.
I mean, I think the first ever channel that was made was Family Anti-Extortion Task Force, from my opinion.
So that was the first ever group to rep AE.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Moving on, the Anti-Extortion Network and Anti-Extortion Council. The council was founded in 2024, if I'm not wrong. What was the hierarchy like in old Gen AE when it was 2017, 2016?
So, Anti-Extortion Council was a thing for a little bit of time, around 2024, as you said.
Yes.
And it pretty much discontinued due to the members.
Hmm.
Like the people that were in it and stuff, we decided to discontinue it as I believe a council should not be needed at all. And
Yeah, so this is you are contradicting yourself because in previous statements made by you or Bear or Paragon, they stated that the council is needed. When the council made its return 3 months ago, I was leading it with Kuzi, and you gave permissions to run council to a person who was LARPing. And to my knowledge, after Paragon even admitted it, Paragon even stated that he knew it was a LARP, but he still wanted to give permissions to run council to prove that AE is stupid. And Paragon was backstabbing his own community. What do you have to say about that?
so Paragon really never funded anti-extortion council. It was mainly Bear at first.
Hmm. So,
And secondly, with the allegations of him extorting, I believe they were
hmm.
true, but in the second, I believe they were not, due to not enough evidence was provided, rather than him making child pornography and pedophilia jokes, which were the
Hmm.
only evidence of him saying so. But there was not really enough proof of him extorting.
What do you have to say to the people who say that Paragon is a new gen?
I mean, yeah, it's true. He is.
But he claims that he was here in 2016 and 2017.
I mean, from what I remember last time when me and him
Hmm.
had a conversation, he did
Hmm.
claim that he was around until 2016, but I never had like really gotten to the point where he showed me evidence of dude being in 2016. So my opinion is
So when you were here, you come in around 2017, correct?
I joined under like yeah, the early sphere, yes, yeah, under
Yeah. So,
2017. Yeah.
2017, did you notice there was any Paragon?
Not he didn't went under the alias Paragon. He went under Hunt during 2016. But no, I didn't notice somebody named Hunt at the time, but I don't believe that
Okay.
was him.
Okay. So what do you have to say about the part where Paragon gave permissions to a LARP, knowing that he was a LARP, to run council?
I believe it was a mistake, but on the other side, I believe it was done on purpose. Very much.
Yes, it was done on purpose. As we can see, he literally admitted it that he knew it was a LARP the whole time. And then after a while, when he the Kuzi wanted to leave, I got permissions to run council and later disbanded it. Do you think that my personal point of view of disbanding the council was a right decision?
I believe so, yes. If you believed that it was already LARPed and he decided to do that out of boredom and it was of course on purpose, then yeah, I believe it was a
Hmm.
good choice.
Okay. So when was the Anti-Extortion Network founded?
It was around September 21, 2023.
Hmm. So what was it originally founded as?
It was originally as a post-spawning group. There was just like a group, syntax social groups being made, posted, all of that, until I have gotten the authority, like founding. I was a moderator at the time.
Hmm.
I believe I was a manager or moderator, and then Bear decided to give me ownership, which is
Hmm.
how it became a big thing until then.
So who is the main person who is behind all this power of yours?
It was Bear as a
It was
privileged surgeon. Yeah.
in your previous statements you also said that you're one of the only self-made people in the community.
The only thing that Bear did was bring me into it, but the rest things that I did, yeah, I would say so that I'm self-made from all the things I did.
Hmm. So if we look at today's community, today's time, what do you think or what opinions do you hold about today's community and 2016's community? What do you think the major differences are?
There's many things changed, honestly. People are snaking, people are doing weird things, people are claiming they're anti-extortion while leaking child pornography, people are doing such and so on. They claim they're anti-extortion. They're trying to ruin the reputation of the entire of the community. They're trying to do this, that, then this, which I've received a
So,
lot of DMs recently about.
so, knowing all of this, what do you personally plan to do about this?
So my first goal as to do is I will try getting anti-extortion network back on its feet, and then I
Hmm.
will try going on Discord more often so we could operate there as more. Due to the fact
See,
that
so this is also kind of a podcast, so I'll also share my opinions. Currently, as you know already, so see, me, you, Emo, this means we are like, let's just say like self-made people who are already in the community and doing good. But like new gens, they are scared of anyone who seems harmful. So currently, in my perspective, worry and exploit they are gatekeeping anti-extortion, and the new people who want to join the community, they look at his words and they turn back. Do you think my point is somewhat significant or true?
yeah, due to the fact that I don't know why they're scared to do so. Because here's the point: you want to join a community that you want to defend people, you want to protect people. But how are
Hmm.
you gonna join if you are going to be afraid of somebody else? If you are going to be afraid, then what is the point of calling yourself an anti-extorter?
See, today I was doing my research with founders of Worry. I talked to Little Cat, and Little Cat told me that exploit has very good OPSEC. He cannot be doxxed. He said, believe it or not, he won't be doxxed. He said he knows him personally. And there were also a few intriguing questions on both sides. One of his closest friends, Little Cat, he claims that exploit is gatekeeping the community only because the community is hypocritical. And when I thought about to him about it, he said he was only pressuring this point that 99% of percent of anti-extortion is past extortion. So I gave him a sort of scenario. If one person commits a crime and he goes to jail for it, goes through all the judicial systems, and then comes back as a normal person, is he still a criminal? No, he isn't. He's changed. But they refuse to believe that. And see, this is one side, one founder story. When I messaged Exploit, he said that I'm Exploit, I can do whatever I want. He said old AE tried to dox him, so he will never let AE be back. What do you think about this?
Okay, so one, not everybody into anti-extortion tried to dox him. Two, he cannot gatekeep a community from others joining. They can join freely as they want, but they have to go into a certain set of rules that they have to follow. And thirdly,
Hmm,
here's the main point.
hmm,
When he's trying to say that everybody tried doxing him, which is false. For example, if
hmm,
he's gonna say that I got first doxed by emo, one of the most famous
hmm,
people around the old hacktivist community, slut
hmm,
basically, and it got pretty
hmm,
noticed. So if he's gonna claim that he's undoxable, I'm gonna claim the same thing. And here's the
hmm.
second point: he's not
Yes.
undoxable. He's not untouchable. He's
Hmm.
none of that, and nor he's God keeping a community. He could be doxed by anyone.
What do you personally think about? What are you going to do about this? Someone is holding your community at bay. You have all these concerns, you want to bring it back, but the main person remains untouched. His server is still here. He's threatening to term servers. But really, tell me one person who can be doxxed without a single lead. It's just not possible. They will, the max, I believe, that exploit in today's time can do, the only thing he can do is turn channels, which anyone can do. Doxing is easy. Me, you, anyone. Just these people just buy track.sh subscription and think they're fucking Ryan Lizard Squad or some shit.
Yeah. So terming is a different kind of thing. Terming is when a channel, right, gets deleted. How does it get
Hmm,
termed? Well, there is a report via sent. If you make a
hmm,
false report, Telegram knows the channel. Cause here's the
hmm,
thing, I could go to like a person, right, and I could tell them this. Would they
hmm.
believe that with no evidence? No.
No.
But here's the thing
But
about Telegram moderation team. So what
hmm,
they do is, since they think the email that's being sent to forward is the thing that allows enforcement, they'll obviously disable the terminate the channel, right? Same goes with accounts. But
hmm,
there's always like a kind of method to prevent that, which is how it works always.
hmm.
Which
So, what are your personal views of worry, and do you plan to do anything in the upcoming days? When can our people expect peace?
so there's gonna be some new changes really soon, which I'm hoping to take care of.
Hmm. And what will they be?
So for now, I'll
Hmm.
be keeping them classified until then, which I'll have a postponed, but hopefully the 25th or 23rd by this month, which
Hmm.
hopefully they're going to be posted by then. And secondly, what I'm going to do about it is get rid of some people fully.
Hmm.
And yeah,
And then the community can expect peace.
yeah.
Are you willing to make a public statement right now, giving your word, so our people can be happy and actually start making groups?
I believe so, yes.
Well, then that would be great. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to some of Worry's actions. What do you think Exploit has done which really even affected you personally?
So, one of the main things that I would say would be nothing towards the anti extortion community. He has
Hmm,
done absolutely nothing. He was previously also into Slit Town, Karyu. He claimed the alias Karyu. He was
hmm,
also previously known under Holy One for One, another anti-extortion group, which he claimed he did. He was also
hmm,
previously into an operation, and
hmm,
furthermore, Wait, what was he gonna say? Oh yeah. And third of all, he tried to claim that he could dox anyone with help. So
Hmm.
yeah, one of the third reasons that actually he tried, one of the good things that he did was help a couple people while he was back in anti-extortion. But here's the thing that nobody knows about exploit. So
Hmm.
exploit used to be a little kid back then into Slittown. He claimed that he was an extorter recruited for Slittown. He used to cut himself to get content so he could stay in Slittown, which Ghost Slittown, one of the main owners of Slittown, confirmed it as well, which I have evidence of, which I could provide.
Hmm.
And the funny part is, everyone just switches up nowadays.
Hmm. So, are you willing to perhaps bring back old Gen AE into the community again?
Yes.
So, as of current time, you've stated all of your works and everything, but as of right now, you are currently retired, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, I'm currently retired.
And you plan? When do you plan to make a return?
As I previously said on the previous dates, which I said the 23rd and 25th, I'll probably say I would make a comeback into the 28th of this month.
Okay, so right now, who is helping Anti-Extortion Network with you?
I cannot disclose that for now as it is private information.
Isn't your roster public?
It is not based off my roster, it's other people included as well. But yes, it is some of my roster as well, currently into the Anti-Extortion Network.
So there are more people which are helping you rebuild the community as of now. Who are these people? No, well,
So,
you're not disclosing that, but like, give us an ideology. Who are these people? Like, where do they originate from?
okay, so if you look into the anti-extortion network roster, first one is me, Bear, Dad, Vaken, okay, you, and Kane. I'll start with the Kane. Kane
You.
used to be one of my old friends 3 years ago. I was saying, Kane was one of my old friends who I met 3 years ago.
Wait. I have a question for you. I also need
Yeah.
your opinion on Akin's recent investigation in which I vacant, personally blacklisted him from the community when the council was still a thing. But what do you have to say about those points when he also, as a leader of the community, he stood quiet when everyone, when he knew that these two men, the face of anti-extortion at the time, was doing this, he chose to keep quiet, and he also had some extortion blood signs. What do you have to say about this?
So, firstly, I would say yes, he did get false allegations. Secondly, yeah, he knew he would stay quiet for certain reasons. Because if we think about it, if he's gonna stay quiet, which I would understand him, yeah, I would understand him. But here's the thing:
Hmm,
Akane is
hmm,
a different kind of person, which I knew for about 3 years. No, he
hmm,
did not extort. No, those allegations were fake. Yeah, they were fake, obviously. And here's the
hmm,
main part.
hmm,
Um, he recently got allegations again regarding about extortion. He was told that he
hmm,
was extorting for fan signs and so on, which were obviously false.
hmm.
And yeah, pretty much that's about it.
So, we have also seen in recent times, people have called you out for being a fake anti-extortionist and being a pedophile. What do you have to say for this?
I have gotten all these allegations debunked, and I wish for the best for those people who said those allegations for me. Those
Hmm,
who said those such, I don't blame them for the hatred against me. But one of the main
hmm.
things is you should mainly just talk about yourself, honestly, because
Same here.
I'm not a
Just
bad
people
person.
should just learn to stay humble and just believe in God. Whatever happens, happens for the good. Indeed, we
Yeah,
all, if you're truthful, of course, you are going to debunk it at the end.
yeah.
Moving on, who are the few people you consider have actual relations in federal agencies which result them into doing real anti-extortion work?
So one of the main people that I knew would be Terror. as he
Hmm.
works with some few agencies. And yeah, that's about it pretty much, as the only person I knew currently.
So isn't I recently was digging into this, so I want to ask you this. The word
Yeah.
extortion is of many things. But in this community we label it as blood signs and etc. If you see someone being extorted for money, will you do anything or will you keep quiet?
I will, of course, do something about it, as anti extortion could include blackmail, threatening,
So
and
if I
many
told
such.
you if I told you that terror extorts websites for millions of dollars, what would you say?
I would be disappointed.
Because he says it himself. He extorts websites for money and he is currently breaching a hospital to then extort them out of money.
I would be really disappointed about that.
Yes. So do you consider what groups right now do you consider are fulfilling the anti-extortion community?
I would probably say the Ascendants, as it is an anti-pedophilia group. Yet, however, they are doing the job of an anti-extortion group. What should do? And secondly,
Yeah,
I
it
would say
is.
Vigil.
It is the Ascendants. It is a anti-extortion group. I forgot to just change the description. I personally hold known connections in Interpol and the NCA, and I'm currently working as an informant for the FBI. Moving on. Do you hold any power over the anti-pedophilia community?
You said what?
Do you hold any knowledge or do you have a network or anything related to the anti-pedophilia community?
So I would say I worked with Happy's anti pedophilia hunters, and I also worked with Pedo Hunters, one of the old main ones owned by my friends Meta. Those would be my only like network associations when it comes to anti pedophilia.
So you are mainly anti-extortion.
Yes.
Okay. Tell us a little about yourself. Maybe tell us what you do day to day.
Okay. So what I do mainly on the basis is I'm usually on Telegram. I'm like so how do I explain it? So I am mainly on Telegram, and I'm usually active on my chat. I check out what's going on with that. Alongside
Hmm.
with the anti-extortion chat, I'm active on the anti-extortion network channel. Alongside, I check what's going on, and thirdly, when I get everything done within my schedule regarding about my channel, I just usually post into my other channel, which is Christian Wise.
Hmm.
I post daily there. And
Hmm.
alongside, I just talk with my friends, I respond to DMs, and so on with that once I'm finished
So
with everything.
you claim to be. So we have been noticing something. In public places such as the anti-extortion chat, you portray a sort of nonchalant image and you use punctuation and grammar. But in private messages, you do not do the same, and you also curse a lot. What is the reason behind this? Is it to portray a different image of yourself, or what is the main reason?
So, the only way I act different into DMs is with my friends, the people that I know. No, I do not mainly act like this to others. The way I act is the way I want to be and act. The main reason I'm mainly active and talk like that into extortion chat is because I want to. It's how I talk to others that I don't know. I want to be
Hmm.
shown as respectful.
Hmm. Okay, that's a good point. Moving on, what is your greatest accomplishment?
My greatest accomplishment is when I probably made Scared.sh active when I brought it to the man point. And secondly is when I worked into one of the biggest operations.
Hmm. Hmm. So, what is the biggest extortion you have prevented?
I wouldn't really say I had one biggest extortion preventment, as every day there is always something that's gonna be happening. There's never like an important or exclusive kind of preventment because there's always something gonna happen.
Hmm. Okay. So, w- so as you stated everything else, so currently there is, to our knowledge, what you have said to us, there are many operations going on, and you are trying to revive the community.
Yes, correct.
What are your thoughts on beer?
My thoughts on what?
What are your thoughts on beer?
Bear. I mean, Bear is still active. He's still around, but he's not anymore into the anti-extortion community for some reasons, which I know of, but I do not want to discuss of. He
Hmm.
is currently busy dealing with things, and so yeah, I don't have really much to say about him. He's a nice friend of
So,
mine.
what do you have to say about Beer siding with Vori? He is currently a Vori member.
It's due to he respects. He has a sort of respect side with others, and I don't have an issue with that. I let him do what he wants, and as he lets me do what I want, there's not
Hmm.
really difference with that.
Okay, okay. So, all of these points aside, what is the biggest operation or group you have been part of?
One of the biggest operations I'm going to be genuinely honest with one would be the KNR, and the second would be the lore book one. The lore book
Hmm.
one is where we took and social engineered every single lore book channel possibly, which would be over 10 to 20,
Hmm.
which we ended up getting access of the lore books, and we just ended up deleting them and we posted credits and stuff like that.
Just, I want to hear the full story of this KNR thing. What is KNR? How was it found? What is it? What was its purpose? How did it end? Who ended it?
So KNR, I don't really know the full operation of it. I just know it as called KNR. Now, secondly, I believe it was found around 2021 or so. It was originally funded by SWAT KNR, which I
Hmm.
knew him. And
So,
yeah, it used to be a swatting group, then it turned into an extortion group, from
hmm.
what I know.
So it started as swatting and converted to an extortion group. Is that right?
Yes, correct.
So, what was your role in ending the group?
So I was one of the few people who helped in the operation. So it was Bear, Horror, and some other people which I don't fully remember.
Hmm. Who would you currently, any group or any person you would like to condemn for their activities? Any a fake anti-extortionist, any fake any fake person in the community who backstabbed the community or anything like that?
I mean, honestly, there's a few people which I don't want to name drop as there's no reason to do so, but they just know who they are, and I'm keeping it private for a reason.
Is this like a secret operation, something which will be soon to be disclosed?
It's not mainly an operation; it's mainly of a contusion, more of.
Hmm. So are you planning to reveal these people?
Possibly, yes, very soon.
And is this someone we all know and love, or is this just a person in the shadows?
It is mainly somebody in the shadows, but on the other side is mainly somebody that people loved. Yes.
Loved, so he's currently not active in the anti-extortion scene.
No.
Okay, okay. Alright, okay, Amo, unmute your mic, Amo. So, when did you start anti-extortion?
End of 2023.
Okay, Fear. Uh, so, right now, with everyone watching, if anyone wants to join the community, what are your words for them?
So, something I would say would be, yeah, they can freely join as long as they follow a set of rules, as long as they respect others. Like, for example, if you're scared of somebody else, you do not call yourself an anti-extorter. You can't be an anti-extorter if you are like that. You cannot be scared physically of somebody else, like another human being,
Hmm.
especially on the internet, as you're supposed to protect people. But yeah,
Mhm.
everyone is allowed to join.
So, if in today's time an anti-extorter he gets doxxed, what is the first thing he should do?
So I mean, that is allowed to happen. Like it can happen at any time. Like for example, I could be doxxed the next day. I could not. It could happen at any time, at any being, at any day, at any hour, and another minute. It could happen at
Hmm.
anywhere. But mainly, what I do is I'll try to get mainly the docs down. I will contact one of my friends who I knew within the Docsman staff team, and I will get it started with them. But yeah.
So, once your docs is public, is there anything you should do? Is it possible for an anti-extortionist to be feted?
I mean, yeah, it is possible due to they do like doxing for a thing is illegal. It
Hmm.
can get you prison time, for example. Close
So,
source, like for example, doing close source intelligence is also illegal, which can get you time.
but currently, as we can see, all of anti-extortion already does this.
Yeah, well, if they get caught, then it is what it is.
Hmm. So that's the thing, but what do you think? Like, is this a common thing that happens, or is it just very rare?
It is very real, but it happens very often. It happens like very rarely. Like it barely happens. I doubt somebody would get fettered because of that.
Hmm. So it is a very low chance, and even
Yes.
internationally, it is extremely low.
Yes.
Okay. So moving on, what do you think best describes you as a person?
Hmm?
What do you think best describes you as a person?
I mean, I don't really know what somebody would describe me as. Somebody could describe me as what they want. Somebody could describe me as a good person. Somebody could describe me as what they want. But I wouldn't really know.
Hmm. So right now, as we can see, anti-extortion is slowly dying, and it has. If we even start to, if we hit reality, anti-extortion is dead, and extortion actually is growing because of we already talked about worry, and even I personally I have my thoughts about worry, and I believe that yes, it's one of the main reason that anti-extortion is not today. It's not what it was even in 2024. I would not like to expose people, but I also not I would not even expose them, but anti-extortion started becoming corrupt since 2024. I can name one person who had a huge name in the community but actually didn't know anything. He told me everything about himself and how he literally just used other people's time to build a name for himself, and currently he's retired and he's chilling.
I mean, yeah, that's extendable, but here's the thing. I mean, yeah, anti-extortion is that extortion is somewhat still alive, but I wouldn't say that alive. And third of all,
Hmm.
war is not really making like a big change regarding with others, such as we're trying to stop people. But yeah,
So one thing that I have noticed is that the even the anti-extortion people, instead of rapping AE, they are now rapping CE, which refers to counter-extortion. And there's literally no difference. They're
Yeah,
simply because
correct.
exploit.
Yeah. So CE is counter extortion is where you extort the extorter basically, but instead
Hmm.
of like you extort them into force something for them to repent or even so.
Hmm. So, but most counter-extortionists in today's time follow the same, I could say, the same path or the same motive. They have the same morals.
I mean, yeah.
Hmm. So, do you believe in repenting? Do you think repenting should be a thing?
Repenting should not be a thing whatsoever. You just
Hmm.
make a case on them, get them arrested, then you go on with your day. That's the only thing you should be doing. Repenting is like saying you're gonna stop, but you're gonna keep going silently
Do
without
you
anybody knowing,
do you
which is why
do you
there's no
think
point.
do you think that minors should be forgiven?
Everyone should be treated the same as somebody else is treated. For example, if you extort, you're gonna get the same results. Even if you're a minor to 14, 15, 16, 17, or even 13. Like, age doesn't
Hmm.
matter at all. When you do a crime, especially an online crime, which is a federal law, you're still gonna get the same results. You're either gonna go to
But
juvenile or
even
prison, depending how the judge
even
wants to set you.
even if we look at real life court, judges will often favor children, and children get lighter sentences because they are children and they don't have the full understanding of what they're doing. Like I personally, over the years, I can say this without a doubt. I'm the only anti-extortionist who has been this deep in the community that I know every single thing about every extorter and how and why they do it. And over the years, I've analyzed this, and I can now fairly come to the conclusion that 99.9% of extorters come here to cope. Most of them have an abusive father, abusive history, abusive IRL life, and just no life in real life. They have nothing to do. That's why they come online to try to take their anger out on girls which are defenseless. And even that is wrong, but really, when you put it together, eventually the human brain, after thinking about everything, unless you're a very cold-blooded person, every single human brain will favor somebody with a past like this, because some people have their reasons for what they do, but some worse than others. And I personally believe that everyone should be treated the same, but most people shall not do not hold the same opinion. What do you think?
Correct. Correct.
Hmm.
But here's the thing. When you blackmail, extort, leak child pornography, you're not just gonna get a last sentence, even if you're a child, even if you're a kid, even if you. Like, here's the part. You could get treated as an adult. You could be charged as an adult. You could be a minor for all the judge could care. But when
Hmm.
it comes to child pornography, blackmail, extortion, or even
Hmm.
threatening, that's still a
Hmm.
serious crime.
The normal sentence for child pornography is 0 to 10 years. So a judge could give you 0 years and community service.
Correct. That's something like a judge will do to a minor. But here's the
Yo.
thing, you leak it. Like, you leak somebody's else private information, like images, videos, or stuff like that. Which
Hmm.
a lot could happen from that.
Hmm. True. Anything else you want to add to this? Any questions? Anything you want people to know about you or anyone else? Anything in general?
So, something that I'm about to say is something critical and important, which should be known from this point of being, which
Hmm.
should be something similar and something small. It's called We Are Coming. Now, what does this mean?
Hmm.
I'll get
What does
known
it?
pretty soon.
Pretty nonsense. So basically, you're trying to say that you are going to do something with the anti-extortion network.
Not regarding with the anti-extortion network, but with anti-extortion as a whole. There's gonna be new. There's gonna be new everything, new things, bigger growing things, new things
Who
with Discord when it comes to anti-extorters, and yeah.
who is going to be helping you with all of this?
So firstly will be the anti-extortion networks roster. Second will be some of my other friends, and a lot of more people. Overall, maybe 20 plus people.
20 plus people in total, which will be reforming AE.
Yes.
So this is final, and people should know that anti-extortion is making a return for the better.
Yes, and mainly to fix things, yeah.
Okay then, thank you for your time, and I hope me being a part of the Anti-Extortion Network, we can together make something which benefits the community in a good way, rather than the current standards of AE, which are pretty low.
Yeah, of
Okay
course.
then, thank you, Phil. I hope to see you
No
soon.
problem. Okay.
Bye bye.